this, it will come with the experience. Okay, so there is no any fixed rule for this.
So you in the last class you mentioned that
Hmm.
the aspect rule is not applicable in D9 chart.
Yes, yes.
So like what about the other divisional charts? Like
Every divisional chart, uh,
aspect is not
every
applicable.
divisional chart, that is my opinion, aspect we should not take.
Okay, we should not take. And
We should
the
not take.
same the classical says.
Classical never says to take aspect or not to take aspect. He is not talking about aspects in divisional chart.
Okay.
So it
So
means it will
discussion
not
is exclusively on the Rashi chart or the
Rashi
Lagna chart.
chart. See, now the purpose of showing this table is second purpose is these virupas are calculated on the basis of degrees only.
Hmm.
Correct.
Hmm.
Now, if you know degree, like sun is placed 10 degree, like for example, we can take any example. Let's take the example of sun. Okay. So if let's say if sun is placed in the 10-degree Aries,
Hmm.
okay, then for seven aspect we should take 180 degree.
Hmm.
Correct, 180 degree. So the influence of sun is a degreecally, not based on the complete house system. Okay, degreecally.
Hmm.
Because sometimes you will see the aspect is not on the full Rashi. Okay, that is hard to show here now because it needs a lot of calculation. But roughly you assume like this.
Hmm.
Originally, how aspects are calculated in terms of degrees. Okay, that I will explain you when we study the Shadbal and all. Okay, but for now, you just understand we have these kind of aspect. Okay, partial aspect and full aspect, and we can do prediction accordingly. Okay,
Hmm.
partial aspect will reduce the significations influences accordingly depending on their percentage.
Hmm.
But full aspect have their full control on that house.
Okay. And
Hmm.
another question relating the aspects, like for
Hmm.
example, if Sun is exalted in Aries,
Hmm.
okay, and like it aspects the its debilitated sign, that
Hmm.
is Tula.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that case, how do we, like analyze
That yeah, that will cover
first?
when we study this exaltation and debilitation. Okay, because
Okay,
there are some more points to it.
okay, all
Okay,
right.
that I will cover. Don't worry.
So because I
Uh,
why I asked was like
hmm.
in case, okay, that is not possible because
Yeah, yeah.
180 degrees. Yeah, yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now once you understand the degreecal aspect, the logic. Okay, either you apply this degreecal aspect in divisional chart also. Okay, then we can consider aspect in divisional chart. Okay, but we are not applying degreecally aspect thing in the divisional chart. Na? That's why I'm saying we should not calculate that. Okay, there is an opinion. There are some authors who says there are some yogas in BPHS which is applicable in divisional chart, and that is only possible when we take the aspect. If Rishi is giving those combinations, it means we should take aspect in divisional chart. Okay, but I'm not agreed with that this statement. Okay, because again that is not possible to calculate, and those yogas are not about aspect. Okay, so you don't need to worry about these things for now. Okay, in order to reach to this level, when you understand the yogas and the applicability in divisional chart, it will take at least 3 4 year more. And if you study Jyotish in fast pace, then it will take 3 4 years. Okay, but for now you should have an idea. Okay, so what are the areas you need to think? Okay, otherwise I can just teach you the all seven planets aspect, and I quickly move to other concepts. Okay, because but this class is important to you so that you can have an idea. Yes, we have this partial aspect, and we have this concept of rupas and virupas. Okay, so when we study the advanced Jyotish, so you know, you if you feel these words are familiar for you. Yes. So now, hmm, I think this aspect thing is clear to you all. Okay. And your homework for you all is you have to tell me the logic of seventh aspect of Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mercury.
Sir, I
And
have
see,
a question.
yeah,
I have read that Graha Drishti is a temporal aspect, and that Grahas aspect by desire or with their desire, and that this temporal Drishti is achieved more during the dasha, while the Rashi Drishti is a fixed or a permanent aspect. Could you please explain this a
yes,
bit?
yes, yes, I will explain. And this is very important question. So you have to repeat your question one more time so that everybody can understand this question clearly. Okay, so can you repeat your question one more time?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Graha Drishti is a temporal aspect that
Hmm.
is achieved mostly during the dasha,
Hmm.
and the Graha Drishti is a desire aspect because planets are aspecting by desire, or this is what I have read,
Yeah.
while the Rashi Drishti is a permanent aspect. It's a fixed aspect.
Okay. So see, like I have not covered here Graha Drishti for now. Okay, but still I will give you the reason. Okay, so when to use the Rashi Drishti and when to use this Graha Drishti. Okay, see, Rashi Drishti are uh, either they will give their full result or they will not give their any result, the zero. Okay, they are not always operational. Correct. They will not give always result, but Graha Drishti will give always result, whether that is operating or not. First thing. Okay. So it means Graha Drishti are definitive. Okay. Either they will fully give the result or they will not give the result. It depends upon the condition to condition. And the like you are saying, Rashi Drishti we can use in dashas. That is correct, because there are some dashas which are based on the Rashi dashas. Okay, based on the Rashi. Okay, there are two kinds of dashas we have. Some dashas based on the Rashi, some dashas based on the nakshatras. Okay, so Rashi based dasha, there Rashi Drishti is always considered. Okay, and in nakshatra based dashas, it is not mandatory to use Rashi Drishti, but still we can use it. But in Rashi dashas, Rashi Drishti is must. Okay, now the whenever we use like you understand like this, the basic rule is to when to use the Rashi Drishti is the whenever a graha is being considered to make us something concrete happen to, like something concrete result. Okay, then we can use the Rashi Drishti. Okay, but when we want to use this Graha Drishti, okay, Graha Drishti always comes from its basic nature, these Karak Tattvas and all. They always were. Okay, so is it clear to you all or not? Are you understanding what
No,
the difference
sir,
between
you
Rashi and Drishti?
explain,
Okay,
sir.
नहीं सर, इसको एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए प्लीज।
सर इसको एक बार पूरे को हिंदी में थोड़ा सा समराइज करके बताइए।
तो एक काम करते हैं ना, ओके लेट्स टॉक अबाउट राशि दृष्टि आल्सो. Okay, so if you're talking about drishti, so let's complete Rashi Drishti, then you will understand the difference between these two.
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
Okay. So it means I will give you the direct rule. Okay, so I have not prepared the slides for this Rashi Drishti. So you have to note down it. Okay. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Actually, it is very fast for the beginners.
Yes. Yes. Because now for in order to understand this Rashi Drishti, na, we need to understand first the type of Rashis like movable, fixed, and dual.
Yeah.
That is not yet covered. Okay, we will do one thing. This interesting question we'll keep it for this class. Okay, Alina ji. So I will not answer this for now. Okay, so let's complete our Rashi Drishti first. Okay, then we come to this your question once again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, because for this everybody should understand the Rashi Drishti, and in order to understand Rashi Drishti, we need to understand the movable, fixed, and dual signs. That is not yet covered.
Okay.
Okay, so first we will see the movable, fixed, and dual. Then we see the Rashi Drishti. Then you will understand. I will give you one example in which I will apply the Rashi Drishti and planet Drishti both. Okay, then it will be clear to you automatically. Okay, so if no question related to Graha Drishti, okay, then I will cover this topic first. Okay, movable, fixed,
सर
and dual
एक
signs.
चीज
Hmm.
एक क्वेश्चन है सर, राहु केतु का कोई उस पे नहीं आता है?
दृष्टि
हाँ जी।
नहीं,
अच्छा,
ठीक है,
ठीक है सर।
बट अभी के लिए आप फिफ्थ एंड नाइन्थ एस्पेक्ट आप लेंगे,
ठीक है सर,
ठीक है,
ठीक है।
बट एज पर द क्लासिकल देयर इज नो दृष्टि फॉर द राहु एंड केतु.
अनलाइक सन और वो 25%, 50% कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होता है राहु केतु का?
देखिए ऐसा होता नहीं है, बट लिखने वालों ने ये भी लिखा है
हाँ
सेम
जी।
थिंग विद द राहु एंड केतु आल्सो.
ओके, ऑलराइट सर, या थैंक यू।
सर वन थिंग मोर,
हम्म.
सर जैसे आपने बताया कि एस्पेक्ट्स में ये आपने विरूपास रूपास डिस्कस किए, परसेंटेज डिस्कस की, तो जैसे अगर प्लैनेट जहां बैठा है
हम्म.
ऑलरेडी, तो
हम्म.
वहां पे भी मतलब वो कितने परसेंट इम्पैक्ट डालेगा जहां पे वो जिस घर में बैठा है?
तो वहां तो उसका 100% इन्फ्लुएंस रहेगा ना.
100% रहेगा?
हाँ
अच्छा,
हाँ,
सेम विद राहु एंड केतु ऑल्सो?
सेम थिंग.
ओके सर.
ओके, जस्ट अ सेकंड. Is this visible? This slide?
यस.
Okay, this is a simple slide, and we should memorize this. Okay, so 12 signs are mentioned in this slide, including their English name and Sanskrit name both. Okay, Mesha, Aries, symbol is also given there. Okay, and the lord of Aries sign or Mesh Rashi is Mars. Okay, and as we know, we have 360-degree zodiac belt. Okay, there are a lot of theory which we need to cover for the zodiac belt that I will cover some other day. Okay, first I will cover that much of content by which at least we can start analyzing the chart. Correct. Yeah, theoretical parts we can discuss later. So for now we understand the whole zodiac is in the format of belt. Okay, that's why we call it zodiac belt. And 360-degree of this whole belt. Okay, now this 360-degree we have divided into 12 signs. Okay, Rashi means again 30 degree. Okay, so every 30 degree of block we have divided, and if we divide whole 360 degree into 30 degree, how much divisions we have? 360 divided by 12.
12.
Okay, 360 divided by 30, sorry.
12 divisions then.
Okay, then we have 12 divisions. That's why I have this 12, and every division have their fixed name. Okay, name including their own characteristics. Not only name, like Mesha, Aries. We have some symbolism associated with Aries. Okay, and this Aries is spread between 0 to 30 degree. Okay, now if any planet is placed in between this 0 to 30 degree, we say that planet is placed in Aries. Okay, if planet is placed in between 91 to 120 degree, that falls under the Cancer,
Karka.
Karka. Okay, like this. Okay, but in software you will see every Rashi is of 30 degree. Okay, so don't get confused. Okay, in order to make it easy to understand, they write in the format of 30 degree. Okay, but the actual calculation is from 0 to 360 degree. Okay, this is the range. Now, see, we call it a zodiac belt. It's a kind of a circular belt. You understand? You imagine like this. It's a kind of a circular thing. Okay, which is kept on the nakshatra belt. Okay, so there are two plates. It's a kind of a plate. Okay, so upper plate we call it zodiac belt, and the lower belt we call it nakshatra belt. Okay, so you can assume like this in starting or in olden days we have nakshatra belt only. Okay, then we further divided these nakshatras into rashis.
So
Correct.
zodiac
Hmm.
falls in nakshatra.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, like this Aries sign, in between the 0 to 30 degree, we have different nakshatras. Okay, that I will show you in next class, the nakshatra divisions. Okay, so like this, every Rashi contains some nakshatras. Okay, and those nakshatras also having some extent in degrees. Like every Rashi contains 0 to 30 degree. Na? In same manner, nakshatra also contains some degrees.
Pada.
Those nakshatra also contains pada. Okay, so first is zodiac belt Rashi. In Rashi we have nakshatras, and in nakshatras we have padas. Okay, like this. This is the division. Okay, so if any planet is placed in any sign, so we can find out the Rashi, we can find out the nakshatra, and we can find out the padas also. Okay, for nakshatra and padas, keep it aside for now. Okay, just understand for now, like we have 12 Rashis, every Rashi is of 30 degree. Okay, 12 Rashis, collectively they make 360 degree of zodiac. Okay, and every Rashi have their own characteristics ruled by one planet. Like Aries and Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Taurus and Libra is ruled by Venus. Gemini and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Cancer ruled by Moon. Leo ruled by Sun. Okay, Sagittarius and Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. Capricorn and Aquarius ruled by Saturn. Okay, now your second homework. First homework is you need to give the logic of seventh aspect of Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury. Second homework for you all is read about these Rashis, their characteristics, okay, their symbolism, okay, how that Rashi is looking. Like, for example, Dhanu, Sagittarius sign. Okay, so if you look Sagittarius sign, you will see half human and half what? Horse,
Animal, yeah,
animal.
horse.
Okay, animal. Now, this is a symbolism for the Dhanu Rashi, Sagittarius sign. And that
Bow and
person
arrow.
is holding bow and arrow and aiming at something. Correct. Now, these small details of the symbol will give you the characteristics of this sign. Okay. It means, see, every sign is holding some characteristics. Okay. Now, it is very difficult to teach you each and every characteristics and how to use them in the predictive part. This will take a lot of time. Okay. So, you need to work very hard in this area. Okay.
Also, sir,
I will give you a small example. Yes.
also, sir, I was talking about that Dhanu.
Hmm.
That aim is in the front, but the person is looking at back.
Is it so? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, sir.
Hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm saying, look at the Karka Rashi, Cancer. Okay. So, when you read the description about these signs, you will see the classification of Keet Rashi. Keet Rashi. Keet Rashi means what? Insect signs.
Insects.
Okay. So, Karka Rashi, insect sign. We call it insect sign. You see the symbolism. Okay. And this insect sign have some characteristics. Is there any other sign which contains, which we call insect sign?
Sir, Scorpio.
Scorpio. Correct. Because Cancer and Scorpio, you see both symbolism.
Yes.
Scorpion and that Cancer. They both have, we call it insect sign. Sagittarius sign, you see half human, half animal. Okay. Aries sign, animal sign. Every animal contains 4 legs. We call it quadruped sign. Okay. Aries, na quadruped. Taurus also contains 4 legs. Quadruped sign. But what about Dhanu? Sagittarius contains half animal, half human. But this also quadruped sign. Okay, so this half animal and half human have some interesting thing which we need to study. Okay, that can gives us very important clues for the prediction. Correct. So before we do apply all these things in the prediction, first we need to understand all these qualities of signs. Okay, that you should read. You have 7 days. Enough. 7 days are enough for reading all these things.
So, any PDF of this symbol signification and all?
There is no any PDF for see symbol signification for this. Now, what you can do is
Yes.
there is no any single book which contains everything for the Rashi. So till now, no book is published.
Okay.
So we need to collect it from different sources. Okay. For now, whatever books you have, you just read it from there. Okay. So in every session, like we are learning some new techniques. Like today, I have given you 2 different things. Okay, like this, I will give you this kind of predictive techniques related to Rashi also. Okay, so soon you will understand how we are decoding it. Okay, so you need to understand how I'm creating these combinations. Okay, that is the whole thing for which you are in the class. Correct. So for now, whatever books you have, okay, open those books, read every chapter related to Rashi. Okay, this is how we are going to study. And slowly you will understand how we are implementing it and how we are using it. All these things we will understand. Yes, Rahulji.
Videos, previous videos, you had mentioned like if we read online PDF, our Gemini gets spoiled. So I don't understand like how it gets spoiled. Could you just elaborate on that?
Uh, I think I never said Gemini gets spoiled.
So
Huh?
because in last lecture the video was
Mercury.
recorded.
Yeah, I told
Mercury.
Mercury. Yeah,
Sorry,
Mercury.
Mercury. I'm sorry,
Yes,
Mercury.
Mercury. You consider Gemini also. The Mercury, see why? Because Mercury is a karakatva of reading, knowledge. Okay, third house matters because whenever you read any book, so your third house activates. Okay, so especially see this knowledge of Jyotish is a divine knowledge, correct? It comes from tradition. Okay, so let's say if you are reading any book, okay, so in order to write that book, in order to that knowledge come to you, how much effort is put for that knowledge that you need to understand, correct? But nowadays, what people are doing, they are using PDF format, okay, without giving any credit to the original author, because they are distributing PDF everywhere. That is a big harm to knowledge. So whenever we create this kind of harm, okay, so obviously, see, you are doing some karma
So this is included only in astrology or elsewhere also.
for every knowledge.
Okay.
If you include Jyotish, then the Karakatva related Jyotish also gets spoiled automatically. See the situation, like I can recommend you some books which is not available nowadays. Okay, now that book is not available in print, but that book is available in PDF. What to do? In that case, you can read it. You don't have any option, na?
Right.
But yeah, but for the books which is available nowadays, that we can at least purchase.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother Vinayak Sirji. If the book itself,
Hmm.
if it's available online, but we purchases, we actually pay for it.
Yeah.
But it is an online book. Would it still fall in the same category?
No.
So you paid for it,
Yes,
right?
you already paid for it, but you are more comfortable in reading iPad and some these mediums, correct? Then you can read it. Not an issue.
But sir, as
So
you're
it's the
talking
whole.
about book,
It's about paying and kind of recognizing that this book, like we're not downloading a free copy of the book, but we're
Yes.
actually paying for it.
Yes.
Then it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Because I will tell you what happens is in when I was beginners, I was also searching the study materials and all, and I tried very hard to collect every possible books. Okay, so now I'm having almost every book. Okay, not only in the PDF but in my personal library also. Each and every whatever book is published in the world about the Vedic astrology, I have every book. Okay, now the thing is when you collect each and everything, okay, like nowadays we know some person is doing that course and you think, yeah, I should join that course, but you don't have money. Okay, so at least internally we have some desires, na? I should join that course like this. There are numbers of courses. So what we do is we download it from here and there. Okay, we ask from our friends and all. Okay,
Yeah.
but practically what happens, let's say nowadays I have every recording, I have access for every recordings. Okay, but I don't have a time to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my one click I can access any recording. Okay, but what is the use of collecting all these recordings?
Agreed.
Correct. So this will happen to you also if you go and start collect PDF files. I can share you one link which contains almost every book in the that is present online. Every book is possible. Every book is present in that link. Jyotish books only. There's no use of collecting those books because you will not going to read it anywhere.
Agreed.
It's just a fantasy. Yes, I need that book. I need that book. You collect it all, but you never read it.
So does it mean that we are disturbing our third house by
Yes,
doing this, by
yes,
downloading it without, like without paying?
without paying.
But then we are
Without
still
paying.
paying for the internet, right? And that
Yes.
free PDF is already there on the net. Like, it is not our responsibility. It is the people who have uploaded on the net. It is
Yes,
their responsibility. So it's
yes,
there available, but I am still spending money through the internet charges, right?
yeah,
Downloading, and I'm using data from my mobile or whatever, but I'm still paying somewhere for that download.
yeah. That is a good logic, and I can apply this logic to anything, anything, anywhere, whatever crime I can make on internet. I can
But
give this
still there is
logic.
energy exchange, right?
Yeah,
It
there
is
is an action. So the whole purpose is, see, if I am writing some book, correct? If I am writing some book and I have discovered some techniques and I done my research and I am writing some book. Okay, now that book is, someone put that book in the PDF format and that is illegally circulating everywhere.
but then you still have legal course, right? To like,
Yeah, I can go legal and all, but that is no use because if people see, Jyotish is a kind of a knowledge which you can't
Hmm.
have forcefully.
no, I'm not talking about just Jyotish. I'm saying about this particular act. Like, if I am a doctor and
Uh,
I'm downloading some work which is there online,
hmm.
and still my third house is disturbed, right? Or fifth house is disturbed, like knowledge.
See, if that book is,
Can I,
huh,
can I just add something which might clarify a few things also
yeah,
to others?
hmm.
Um, Hello everyone. I'm not a beginner, but I love to go through the basics again and again. It always teaches me something new. So I too collected a lot of PDFs, tons of books, and I was not allowed to read even a single PDF. I'm using the word not allowed. I was not allowed to read unless until I picked up the book. I recognized and memorized who wrote this book, and I did quote it later on that read this in this book by this writer. It's a cosmic science, and if I don't take accept it from my own heart and mind that I have to learn it, it's like surrendering. It's God science. It's
Exactly.
like surrendering. If I don't do it, the correct tattva of astrology got spoiled.
Yeah,
There were
that is,
there were
And
months
hmm.
where I was completely blank. I could not put two and two together. That's how it affects your. It's a holistic science. I just wanted to share it with everybody. That
and
yes, acknowledging and accepting is the first thing.
Yeah,
but
that
and
is
It
the,
and
changes
I'll just
everything.
add something to it that
hmm.
if we
एक
are
चीज मैं भी बोलना
downloading
चाहूंगी
something that's available free,
Hmm.
um, us downloading is actually encouraging someone else to actually upload. So they must have done it, but it is we are creating a demand by downloading that material. So it is encouraging the other person to do that act. So if it's available free, it's our responsibility not to encourage it by using it. So let it be there on the internet, but don't
There are
don't
many
accept
Downloading
other
it.
it would
reasons.
spoil the eighth house also. You become a party to the entire karma.
Yeah, agreed.
Agreed.
So, see, there are other reasons also why these books are uploaded. Maybe there is a hacking point of view, or that is also,
Actually, there's an archive, very old books are kept. So
yeah.
what about those? Even the in last of
Yeah,
one of
that
your
is
videos, you had
library,
mentioned
na?
See,
I
Ayurvedic
have,
medical.
Rahulji, I have books from that archive.org. I have books from there. Not one book I could read. I have
See,
hard copies, 4 hard copies lying right here besides me.
see,
Unless,
nothing is new under the sky. Everything is present. Okay,
true.
so it doesn't make any good. Like, you can download anything from the internet. Okay, but the applicability, the uses of that knowledge, you
सर
can't
मैं
use
एक
that
बात
everywhere.
कहना चाहूंगी इस पर
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ.
सर ये पूरे सिनेरियो से मुझे एक मैथोलॉजिकल, मैं पूरी स्टोरी नहीं बोलूंगी, सबको पता है वो स्टोरी, एक सिनेरियो से एक मैथोलॉजिकल स्टोरी याद आई एकलव्य की, कि जब गुरु द्रोणाचार्य ने उनको शिष्य बोल के एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया, तो वो चोरी से ही सही विद्या लेने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, बट ही हैड टू पे अ प्राइस व्हेन इट केम टू लाइट। तो हर विद्या का एक प्राइस होता है, वो जो किसी न किसी तरीके से चुकाना पड़ता है, तो ही हैड टू गिव अप विद हिज थंब। सो
Yes.
विद्या ऐसे छीन के या जबरदस्ती या चोरी से नहीं ली जा सकती, या नहीं ली जानी चाहिए, बिकॉज हर विद्या का ज्ञान का एक गुरु दक्षिणा होता है, जो हम फीस के तरीके से या बुक का उसका जो प्राइस होता है उसके तरीके से चुकाते हैं।
Yeah, that is true. And see, there may be many arguments and many things we can share regarding this, but you have to understand one thing. If you see the hierarchy, okay, how this Jyotish is reaching to us, okay, you will understand nobody have wrote this knowledge. Okay, they have orally passed on this whole Jyotish. Okay, you need to think why they have not written this thing.
The process.
Okay, so this knowledge is something divine. Okay, everything is available on internet, but the question is how much you can implement it.
Sir, one thing more
Application.
I want to add. Sir, in one of the videos, Sunil sir mentioned that जैसे मैम ने अभी कहा कि चोरी से विद्या लेना, so same is like Rahu also sit in that अमृत मंथन कि चोरी से अमृत लेना. तो Sunil sir mentioned that internet is Rahu. So whenever you will be online and reading that thing, तो आपका जहां भी राहु का प्लेसमेंट है वो आपको इफेक्ट करेगा चार्ट में. तो कहीं ना कहीं आपका मरकरी जो है वो इन्फ्लिक्ट रहेगा ऑलरेडी जब आप ऑनलाइन रहोगे. राहु हमेशा क्रिएट हो रहा है, कलेक्शन क्रिएट हो रही है.
That is true.
जी सर.
See, from books you can only read the theoretical thing, okay, but that consciousness of Jyotish, the Jyotishmati Pragya, you can't develop it. Okay, and these thought process is creating blocks within you. Okay, so never have this kind of thought process like everything is on internet, so I can download anything. And believe me, that Jyotishmati Pragya is never going to develop in us. Okay, so dependent on book is our what we call हमारी मजबूरी है books का करना. Otherwise, this whole Jyotish is not about book.